What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. We're breaking down the Hawk Tuah scam, exactly how it happened, and I'm gonna confront the people behind it.
It all began with one clip that would change the life of Haliey Welch, a then 21-year-old factory worker from rural Tennessee, that would bring her to a level of stardom that people would die for.
Y'all really thought I was done? I'm just getting started, baby.
You heard what about Fart Tuah? Fart on that thing.
It's a great example of the power and influence of the internet. One moment in time that coined the phrase
Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing.
People spend years trying to build up their brand and their fame, and all it took for Haliey was a random question on the street that projected her life in a direction I'm sure she never would have expected, becoming an instant meme. A 7-second clip that has tens if not hundreds of millions of views. And it must have been a strange experience for her to deal with this sudden surge of fame, but she took it in her stride and embraced it, and she was more than happy to be in the spotlight. And in fairness to her, she quickly capitalized on this fame by collaborating with Fathead Threads, which was a family-owned business, to create the Hawk Tuah merchandise, including hats and shirts. And this merch reportedly brought in at least $65,000, with Haliey earning a significant share, which I'm sure for a 21-year-old is a significant amount of money. She also currently is trying to trademark the Hawk Tuah phrase for clothing and entertaining services, which is an attempt for her to make as much money as possible out of this 15 minutes of fame that she currently has. And listen, I don't knock her for it. Why not try and make some money out of this if you can? Now, after her viral moments, she began making appearances on a range of podcasts leading into the meme more. She came across as a normal person, and from what I could tell at least, seemed to be her authentic self, which probably helped her popularity. With her newfound fame, she quit her job, moved to LA, has a manager and a team of people with her now, and claims that she's going to be working on a TV show. She began doing public appearances, for one with singer Zach Bryan at his concert in Nashville. Also on August 15, 2024, she threw the ceremonial first pitch of a New York Mets game. People were rooting for her. She seemed to be well liked, and people seemed to be able to resonate with her authenticness. She also started her own podcast called Talk To It with Jake Paul's media company Network Better, where she talks about her fame and continues to be unfiltered and candid in her podcast as she tries to remain relevant and not lose the momentum from her viral moment. The podcast itself does recent in terms of numbers, with most of her videos on her YouTube channel hitting between 300 and 5,000 views. Unfortunately though, just like a lot of influencers, she has gone down the cryptocurrency road, creating her own meme coin called Hawk. And anytime an influencer releases a meme coin, it's usually always a huge red flag, and in this case is no different with Hawk Tuah. The problem with this is it always involves a pump and dump method. And for those who don't know what a pump and dump is, it's basically used by influencers to drive up the value of a coin, and then they sell it at its peak. Once the coin is sold at its peak, the value drops dramatically, leaving the fan base who invested money into the coin with nothing, and the influencer themselves with all the money. And in a lot of cases, people are making millions of dollars out of this. So when her coin released on the Solana blockchain, it shot up to a value of over $500 million. But within 20 minutes, it plummeted down to 60 million. And data showed that 96% of the token supply was controlled by a few wallets, which of course raised concerns of crypto manipulation. Now, this immediately got the attention of YouTuber CoffeeZilla, who is known for investigating crypto scams, who accused them of using the rug pull method. Now, of course, all they did was deny, even though it's clear as day that they scammed their audience. CoffeeZilla does not make accusations without receipts, and boy did he have his receipts. The data revealed that 17% of the token supply was allocated to 285 early investors.
To a bunch of investors with a pre-sale, and then those people were unlocked immediately upon launch. So you can see that with her tokenomics here. It says Haliey's locked for 12 months, but you can see the strategic allocation is fully unlocked immediately on token generation event.
Many of whom sold their holdings immediately, which destabilized the coin's price. Now, they attempted to put the blame on the snipers primarily, who would have had some role in this, but do not forget there was also a lot of early investors, like I mentioned, and CoffeeZilla was not having any of it.
They had 15% fees on trading. They said that this was to stop snipers. But basically what this means, and because the team now blames snipers for a lot of this rug pull, but what it means is they benefited the entire way. You can see in 24 hours, they made almost $2 million from this fee.
Now, CoffeeZilla did press them on the pre-sale fees as well, which made both Hawk Tuah and her team millions, and they continually tried to deflect.
Who's making millions of dollars on fees from this rug pull?
That's not a scheme. That's the
Who's making fees?
So we can keep this thing going for years. Okay, that's how do you think? There's so many expenses.
Who makes the money on the fees? Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
First of all, the fees were there with Meteora pools, and that goes to the creator, right?
Which is who? Who does that own? Who does that belong to?
That belongs to the project.
Who's the project?
They claimed that it wasn't a scam and that they weren't like other influencers, that they were trying to help their fan base make money.
Bullshit scammers out here, not us. Now we had.
That's what everyone says, by the way.
Listen, doesn't matter. No, I'm not.
Now the wackiest moment for me, despite all these illegal accusations being made, Hawk Tuah girl decided that she was tired and was going to bed.
I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But anywho, I'm going to go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
It goes to show how serious she is not taking this, clearly. CoffeeZilla continued not to hold back though, and he was actually accused by them of defamation, which is hilarious. Now, before the coin was actually released, Haliey claimed that 20% of the token would be distributed to the fans as giveaways, but that clearly was a lie because only 3% was released to fans. And this was something that CoffeeZilla mentioned in the conversation with them. She was also paid $125,000 to promote the coin, along with 50% share of the net proceeds after expenses, according to her own lawyer. Now, it's also super important to mention here that Haliey and her team made $3.3 million from this scam. And rightfully so, she has been reported to the US SEC and could also face potential lawsuits as well. And on top of that, she could potentially be criminally charged for this too. Now, in response, Welch wrote that her team hasn't sold one token and that no key opinion leaders or influential figures who generate buzz around the coin were given free tokens. Now, Haliey clearly had gotten too greedy and sold her soul. And I will never understand why these influencers think they can fuck over the people who gave them their platform in the first place. She purposely targeted the fan base who have never been involved in crypto and as a result can easily be manipulated into investing their hard-earned money into a coin, and then as a result, of course, losing all their money. And it's also amazing to me how people always think that they can get away with doing this pump and dump rug pull kind of method, because it's always very traceable, and I just don't know why people continue to fall for these scams. Hawk Tuah has finally shown us her true colours, and the fact that she was going to bed during CoffeeZilla's accusations shows she really isn't taking any of this that seriously as she should be, and that's either out of pure ignorance or just not really giving a shit about her fan base. And I guess time will tell in terms of how this all plays out, but it does go to show what fame can actually do to people and how greed just seems to seep in. And you could argue that greed is always there, or you could argue it's the fame that makes it happen. But willing to scam your own audience is just disgusting. And you just don't deserve to have a platform. You don't deserve to have a fan base. You don't deserve to make money off merch or get millions of podcast views if you are purposefully trying to scam your own loyal fan base out of their hard-earned money which that you're getting that you did not work hard for. Having a podcast does not require a lot of hard work. Having a viral moment did not require any hard work. And just being offered tons of money does not require any hard work. Personally, I hope that she faces some real consequences for her actions here. And if anything, I hope it puts other influencers off, and maybe they can use Haliey or Hawk Tuah as an example to other people and other celebrities as well who have been known to do this stuff. And I've covered this in the channel many times with other influencers. Even if she legally gets away with it or civilly gets away with it, the one thing that she will not escape is the court of public opinion. And the court of public opinion right now is not a fan of her, and nor should they be. So it'll be interesting to see with time if she can survive all of this, if she can maintain her fame and her wealth, even if she's not criminally prosecuted. But I suppose time will tell, but I would argue that her reputation is forever ruined, because most celebrities or most influencers that have done this have ruined their reputations. It's pretty much the playbook. Everything that they did in this crypto scam is the playbook that all these influencers do. If you get CoffeeZilla's attention, you know you're in serious trouble because he has this like third fucking sense for it, you know? And I'd highly recommend checking out CoffeeZilla's channel. He's done a ton of cryptocurrency investigations and they're very, very, very good. Now, it's still very early days in terms of the investigations. There's still a lot more that needs to come out about it. Like, as of recording this, you know, there hasn't been any charges brought against her. She hasn't been sued yet. She is still currently being investigated. But that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe as always if you enjoyed the video. This most likely will probably be my last video of the year. It's certainly my last video before Christmas. So if you celebrate Christmas, happy Christmas. Hope you have a good Christmas. If I don't see you before the New Year, Happy New Year. Hope everything's well with you guys, with your families. And it's been an interesting year, and it's, you know, my channel has grown quite a lot in the last year. So if you're someone that has joined the channel in 2024, genuinely thank you for joining. I very much appreciate it, and I hope you continue to watch and enjoy the videos and criticize me on some of my points, because that's kind of the point, you know. But more videos to come in 2025 anyway, as per usual. But that's it, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of Hawk Tuah. Are you surprised that she's gone down this road, or are you like me and you're just, it's almost expected at this point? I think she is fully aware of her actions. Me personally, I think she has completely ruined her reputation and she does not deserve to have a platform. But who am I to say? I'm just a small Irish YouTuber. But that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Peace out.